Yo, what's going on, Heat Nation? We're back with more Madden 22 action, and today we're in the deep end diving into a new multi-part free mini scheme for everybody. Yes, we're still in the Arizona Cardinals playbook, and this is leading up to the pistol spread ebook that is coming out very shortly. And when that is out, don't worry, I'll make sure everybody knows that it is out for purchase. But today we are in gun open flex in this unique formation because of the alignment of the tight end. Of course, I'm still in the Arizona Cardinals playbook. And if you like this video and want to see more tips, of course, I have previous tips of still in the Arizona Cardinals playbook. And if you want to see a preview of the pistol spread, I have a prior video of that. But today in open flex, you can see right now, I put myself above here to make sure you guys could see the formation and the plays. But right now, with the tight end lined up near in the middle of the field, it gives us an ability to have unique route combinations and the ability to have an extra blocker over the middle for us to be able to control the clock a little bit more with some nice runs. So right now, if we look into this formation, we see a couple of HB dives, we have some RPO, a little bit more RPO action, we got some nice crossers, backside in, some slow go seams, a couple nice double posts, a little dagger concept, a toss, screen, some more runs, and more RPO action. I really like this formation because it gives us a lot of uniqueness that some formations priorly do not give us. So today we're going to be talking about cover 3 and man defense. If this video gets 30 likes, I will release my red zone goal line play that I use to get my easy touchdowns. I know sometimes getting inside the red zone is easy, but once you start getting in there and the field gets smaller, it can be a little bit tricky to score touchdowns. Luckily, I have the answer for you guys in this formation. So be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for all that good stuff. But today we're going to be talking about cover 3 and some man defense. So let's hop into cover 3, and our play is going to be X seam. So on defense, we know it's a cover 3 look because we got a single high safety with two corners that are about 8 to 10 yards away from the opposing receiver. So of course, we identified that it is cover 3 on the defensive side, and on offense, our play art is looking pretty unique. We got a seam streak, a crossing route, and a backside in route, but we have the tight end and the running back not doing too much, and we want to utilize them to stretch the field from left to right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the X receiver, which is the tight end, and we're going to put him on an out left. And we're going to take the running back and put him on an out right. So right now we got two routes going from left to the right side of the field that gives us the ability to stretch the field left to right in case the user wants to commit to a specific side of the field. So of course, we're going to be using Fursker to bring down the zones and allow us to hit the crossing route, the backside in, and the seam streak. And we're going to be looking at Derrick Henry to give us a specific check down on the opposite side of the field. So hopefully I'm not talking too fast and everybody's able to keep up with me. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. But right now, the reads on this play are going to be Fursker. He's going to be read number 1. And then because he's going to the left side of the field, we're going to be using Julio Jones on his seam streak as read number 2. And then after that, we're going to be looking at Derrick Henry to Reynolds for reads 2, 3, and 4, sorry. And then last but not least, AJ Brown on the backside in route. So of course, that is going to be the reads for this play. And of course, let's just call hike and then see how it goes. So right now, our quick check down, we're going to be looking at him, checking it down to Fursker, picking up our quick 5 to 10 yards, and then just rinse and repeat if need be. So we kind of like it when he gets bumped on the line of scrimmage because that means the zones get a little bit more depth and it allows us to kind of check it down and pick up a little bit more yards. It's kind of ironic. So that's pretty simple for a check down. That's not the point of this play. We like hitting the check downs to make the user respect it, but that's not the idea that we're going against. We want the opponent to shade underneath and allow us to hit over the top a little bit. And of course, we're going to start hitting over the top with Julio Jones on his seam streak right there. We're going to give it an inside precision pass. We're going to try to click on and cut underneath with a nice possession catch to make sure that cornerback does not have the ability to also have an acrobatic play and make a play on the ball. So of course, one more time hitting that seam streak. You know, we're done with checkdowns right now for the time being at least. All right, one last time, just so you guys can get the gist. And clicking on possession catching, you can't I'm sorry. Now you can rat catch that, but unfortunately, a lot of the times that safety will come swinging and then you end up dropping the pass. So instead of dropping that 30-yard pass, I'm going to recommend you possession catch it and retain it. But of course, that's enough of that. And the reason why I go from Fursker to Julio is because you're reading this safety right here. And if he goes up, then of course you're going to be hitting Fursker. If he goes down and stays underneath, you're going to be hitting the Julio zone. So that allows us to read two different routes by only looking at one defender. And it's easy on the eyes, it's easy on the progressions, and it is easier to maneuver around in case the user goes to one of the crossers, the backside in, the other checkdowns, and all that good stuff. But assuming he is able to take away those two routes, we of course have Derrick Henry on his other out left, or out right I should say, for us to look at. So of course we're forcing our opponent to shade underneath. If he does not want to shade underneath, we're going to be able to just check it down consistently on a consistent basis, making it that we're able to just kind of chunk the ball down the field. Not chunk the ball. We're able to dink and dunk down the field and get easy yards, easy first downs. We're able to control the clock, control the ball of possession, control the game, and all that good stuff. So assuming he shades underneath and manually guards that seam streak. Fortunately for us, we still got two more routes for us to be looking at. Reynolds and AJ Brown on the backside in route. Now, luckily for Reynolds, his route gives us two windows to throw the ball to him over the middle of the field and across the sideline. So if we could see him shade underneath right away, then we are able to hit Reynolds over the middle. But of course, if you're in the middle of making your reads, and of course, you know, sometimes you're unable to make them that fast, you can still hit Reynolds down across the sideline like a normal crossing route would, which gives us a lot more flexibility when making reads and going through our progressions on the play. This is why I really like this play, because it gives us the ability to go through our progressions, make our reads, and properly dissect the defense. Of course, the play is set up, and just to showcase it, yes, you can hit it right here over the middle, but you know, typically right now you're making your reads on the checkdowns and the seam streak to this point. So chances are, unless you're specifically looking for it, you're probably not going to have time to go for it. But of course, I want to showcase that it is there for you to hit. But of course, the sideline shot that I'm more worried about, you want to make sure that you give it a nice little upward precision pass or outside precision pass to make sure nobody can get there fast enough, and then possession catch it along the sideline. So one more time, I threw that a little bit late, but I think it is a-okay. So right there, unfortunately, our boy Tannehill was unable to make that pass. So one more time across the sideline, and then I think you guys might get the gist of what I'm talking about here. Now you can rat catch that and go across the sideline, but I do not trust my wide receivers in order to make that catch. Now, of course, last but not least, you have the backside in route, but this one's mostly usually hittable when the user is here and then he follows the crossing route down the sideline. Typically, if he does not do that and he hangs around the middle, he'll be in perfect position to hit the backside in route. So I'll showcase it what it looks like when he doesn't follow, and then of course when he does follow. So right here we have the play set up, and then boom, right here on the backside in route. The window is a little bit tighter, I should say, and you got to wait a little bit longer, but by then you usually would have made another read across the play and the pressure might have gotten to you already. So I want to be careful by recommending AJ Brown's backside in route, because it is a last resort route and typically you just won't have the time to throw it, or you would have already made a read and thrown a pass and a completion at that point. I want to make sure that is clear. So of course I'll hit it one more time. I want to be realistic with everybody on the routes you're going to be able to do, routes to be able to hit. While he was open, chances are you're just not going to have the time in the pocket. I mean, I know Tennessee does not have a good offensive line, and in practice mode the pass rush is always a lot stronger, but I do want to be realistic with you guys. The user kind of has to take it out of the play in order for you to hit that route. So of course, you know, assuming he does follow the crossing route, and I'll simulate that by manning him up, then that's when you completely want to hit the backside in route. Right there, he follows it, you're able to easily hit that route across the middle of the field, and then you could turn up there. But if he sits in that zone and doesn't play the crossing route, then chances are you won't be able to hit that backside in route until he clears him. But of course you have to have time in the pocket in order to do that. I want to be realistic with everybody, make sure I'm transparent, straightforward. I give you guys accurate information, good tips, and all that good stuff. That's why you subscribe to the channel. That's why you watch the videos. That's why you like and all that good stuff. And that's why a lot of you guys are going to be ready for that pistol spread ebook. So of course, one last time, I want to showcase, yeah, you're just not going. So one more time, showcase that, yeah, say he mans up, or not necessarily mans up, but that's the user taking the crossing route away. Let me set up the play, and then of course that is when you're going to be hitting this backside in route, because I mean obviously the crosser has to be manually guarded, the seam streak has to be manually guarded, and then of course the opponent's going to have to add shade underneath in order to guard all of those. So he's going to have his hands full on what to guard, and if he doesn't guard one of them or all of them, he's going to have the backside in route for him to deal with after that. But of course, like I said, I don't necessarily recommend waiting for the route to get open. That is a last resort and only should be used as a last resort. But of course, so real fast, I hopped into man defense. I'm not spending too much time on this because everything except the seam streak ran by Julio Jones beats man. So I'm just going to showcase it beating man, and then I'm going to end this video, and then hopefully you guys will like and subscribe and all that good stuff. So right there, boom. Tight end beats man. Cool. Go down. The running back beats man. Cool. Go down. The crossing route beats man. Cool. Go down. This is Reynolds. He's like a 73 overall receiver. Last but not least, AJ Brown beats man. Go down. All right, so that's going to wrap up man defense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Other than that, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more parts to this series. And of course, 30 likes in order to get that goal line red zone play. But other than that, hey, good luck everybody.